thank you for joining us.
No worries.
We
Lovely to be here.
Yeah, we've obviously teed this up just to have a conversation today and just understand a little bit about your story, your journey. Just share that with the world. So
definitely.
Thank you.
No worries.
Would you like to start, I guess, by telling us a little bit about your story in the lead up to first joining Raw as a member?
Yeah. So before I joined Raw, which was probably about 2.5 years ago, I was not into exercise at all, was totally against it. I am the girl who did not do any sport growing up, was not made to play a sport, just did not interest me at all. So I dabbled a bit in and out of group fitness. I was doing, specifically 2.5 years ago, I was doing some group fitness a couple days a week, and I was doing reformer Pilates at another venue. They were completely separate from each other. The group fitness was, I'd go if I went, if I didn't go, I didn't go. And then I was looking for somewhere that had the two together, combined. So Raw had just started with reformer Pilates. So I came down, thought, I'll have a look. I was a bit hesitant to start off with. I'd always had this perception of gyms, and I guess Raw in particular as well, that it was very much fit people in their 20s who had their shit together, I guess, head screwed on. And I was like, a bit hesitant, but it offered exactly what I wanted, which was the group fitness and the Pilates. So I was like, well, I'll come down and give it a go. And that's basically how I started here.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think when you shared your story with me before, that was something that really stuck out to me, was looking for, I guess, the two things in the one place, so that you had like the one membership and that variety. Because that's kind of what inspired our journey when we started, was to be able to offer like multiple things. It's like if you do something for a little while, you get a bit tired of it, get a bit stale.
You've got something else you can go on to.
You can try other things. You don't have to quit, fitness altogether. You can try to experiment with other things. See if anything else kind of grabs you.
So I was really enjoying my reform Pilates that I'd started. And I really wanted to keep going with that. So it just ends up fitting in perfectly, that I could find one place with both and take it from there.
Awesome. So you came in, you were doing a bit of a mix of both. How often were you training? What was that sort of experience like for you at the start, coming into something that I guess felt a little bit intimidating and overwhelming?
So when I first started, I was doing Pilates once a week. And doing group fitness once or twice a week. And that's basically aligned with what I was doing before I came here. It was a bit overwhelming when I first came, a bit intimidating. The gym floor and that can be very overwhelming. But I was like, well, I've signed up to the gym now, so I have to come and I'm paying for it. I just started coming. I set myself a routine. I booked myself into the classes. It was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. I started off by doing 2-3 times a week, and now I come 6-7 times a week, depending on how my week's going. And I use the contrast therapy as well now as well. So I'm using more facilities than what I was previously. When I started, it was group fitness, and you've now since introduced obviously the strength and conditioning, which, not going to lie, was really upset about that. Did look at actually leaving the gym, because I was really like set in my ways with knowing how to do the group fitness, knowing how to do the reformer Pilates.
You had established a routine and you were enjoying it.
And I was scared that I would break that routine. But even back then, I was only coming 4 times a week, 5 times a week. And I was scared. And I was scared because the strength and conditioning was real weights. It wasn't just, your Les Mills types weights, those sorts of things. It was proper racks, bars, things I'd never used before. So it was never.
It was almost like you had to start again on that experience of like intimidation. It's overwhelming.
And we're humans. Humans don't like change. So to be told that it's going to change completely, and what I wanted wasn't going to be offered at this particular gym. Obviously, it's offered at your other gyms. Was overwhelming. But I was like, going to give it a go, see how I go. Yeah, and kind of fell in love with doing the strength and conditioning and the whole way it's set up. So then I had to try and make room for raw former Pilates. So then that's how I ended up training so often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you didn't want to let anything go.
No, I didn't want to let the reform Pilates go, but then I was like, no, I don't want to let the strength and conditioning go. And and then just went from there.
Yeah, no, I love that. I have that problem every week as well, but something typically misses out because I always want like that variety, and I always have great intentions, and then the week starts. So I don't have the same discipline as you, so I admire that. One thing I am really interested in is obviously you moved from group fitness to strength and conditioning, and that change of training, the change of programming coaches. How would you kind of describe that to someone who maybe has either never done any sort of group training or is maybe doing kind of group fitness and sees that strength and conditioning as a bit scary? Like, how would you explain that?
So it's not scary. That's the number one thing. I always sing its praises to everyone I speak to. I love that we've got a community in there, which is amazing. I've always heard my brothers being very much in the gym and stuff like my brothers have, and about like CrossFit community and those sorts of things. And I was like, not me, too much to one extreme. But we have that kind of sense of community happening in strength and conditioning as well, which is really nice. It's a good mix of, you still set your own. So the program's done for you, which is what I love. I love that I come in because I'm not motivated. I know I say no motivated coming so often, but I'm not motivated enough to have a routine to discipline myself into doing it. I need to be like, at least it's there, 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't have to think about it. It's there. I know what I'm doing. I also love that we have coaches in there, more than one. It's not just someone like a group fitness class where they're just standing in the front of the room telling you what to do. They actually come around, give you critique, help with your technique. They encourage you, and the classes are not overly large, so you do get a bit of one-on-one time. It's like a PT feel without having the PT and not having the full focus on you. Yeah,
and I think as well, like, because I do the S&C classes, and what I love is I always feel like I'm learning something as well, because like you go in, and if you were doing the movement by yourself, like on the gym floor,
you don't know if you're doing it incorrectly.
And you can't see if there's like a small change that would actually completely change the movement. Whereas I find when I do the strength classes, it's like they'll point out like that 1% tweak. You're like, wow, that movement feels so different now.
Yeah, definitely.
So and learning.
So you're learning, and they also push you. I know if I was on the gym floor, I'd go a 10-kilo weight when I know I can easily do a 15, 20.
Yes.
And they're there pushing you, or even just having the group in there pushing you, saying, helping you out, doing that, and learning exercises that I've never done before. Like literally, I'd said to you the other day, I'd never done a deadlift in my life, and now I can deadlift 85 kilos. So to do things like that has surprised me. And it's surprised me as well, and it's shown me my own strengths. It's also really helped with my, I'm at the moment trying to teach my mind that it's a lot stronger than it thinks it is. And it's helping those sorts of things as well. So it's a full body experience, really.
So I love that, because I feel like a lot of people, especially if they haven't maybe had a gym routine before, they'll start in the gym and they'll think like, okay, my goal is to get stronger, or my goal is to do high rocks or something like that. And then what actually happens is, by nature of like training the body, it does start to impact the mind. And then it starts to impact other things outside of the gym, where you're like, my mindset or my ability to handle things, or my kind of view on things changes because you're practicing that building of strength.
Definitely.
Which translates into other things. So do you feel like that's definitely, I guess, had an impact on things of like in your life outside of the gym?
Yeah, definitely. So now I find the gym is also a really good stress release. If I don't work out, especially as you get older, you also start to ache and everything like that. But also just my mind's a lot clearer. I don't get as much brain fog. Like I can last throughout the day.
Yeah.
I have a lot more energy.
Yeah, because you don't drink coffee.
I don't drink coffee,
Yeah.
no.
You get through the whole day because you've had that morning workout.
Yeah, pretty much. And then by the time it's like 9:30, I'm hitting a wall. But that's okay because I can get through the day. Like I'm a lot more productive at work or anywhere really from doing that. And also just my actual health. Like I had health things and the doctor's like, oh, everything's like perfect now. And the only thing I can put it down to is seriously from working out and changing the workouts that I was doing, like actually doing strength workouts, which, some people get really scared with doing, or especially women get scared of doing heavy weights and those sorts of things, not realizing that you do need that to have a healthy life in the future. So it really feeds through into every aspect of my life.
Yeah, I love that. I love it. So in terms of like you've got such a routine going.
Yes.
And you've got all the variety. You've got the recovery, you've got the reformer, which is like that flexibility, mobility, you've got the strength. What do you see as like the next 12 months for you? Do you have any sort of like goals or milestones or anything that you're chasing?
So my goal's always to stay consistent because I know how easy it is to fall off the bandwagon basically. So it's always to stay consistent in what I'm doing and to just keep improving, like just keep, making sure that I'm pushing myself, getting better. Like I'm definitely not good at the gym. That's still not good at what I do because I've only been doing it for a year or 2 years. And I have to remind myself that sometimes, there's people in there that have been doing it for years and years and years. And of course they're going to be able to do more than you. It's just really building on what I've learnt and continuing to learn and continuing to get stronger really.
And I think that's cool that you said that as well, because it's almost like there is no finish line as well. Like you didn't, at one stage you didn't think that you would ever do a deadlift, and now you're actually deadlifting like really, really incredible amounts of weight. And then it's like one day you'll get like to that 100 kilo deadlift.
Yeah, definitely.
And you'll just surpass that, and then you'll be like, I can't believe that once upon a time I actually didn't even do this.
I mean, just the other day I was doing hanging knee tucks, for example. When we first did strength and conditioning, I think it was in one of the first blocks, I couldn't do it. I couldn't even get up there. Now I can do it badly, but I can do it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm improving as we go along. And I also love the fact that in those classes is seeing the different ages of people there as well, because it was always this perception to me that it's only certain people that do, especially that sort of exercise. It's only fit people that do that exercise, or it's only this age group of people. So to see the variety in there is just amazing as well, and see how fit those people are as well.
I love that. So what is it about Roar? And obviously like you're really enjoying your routine, you're enjoying the coaches, the classes, all of that. Is there anything, I guess, that kind of keeps you coming back that you feel like maybe helps Roar to stand out against other gyms? Or
so I definitely will say the coaches. Like, I told you how much I loved all the people that I've worked with, all the different coaches that have coached me since I've been here. Even, everybody makes you feel welcome. And like I said, I really didn't think that I would get that from here, but I do. Even from anyone who welcomes you at the front as you walk in, you walk through the gym, that all the coaches say hi to you, trainers, anyone you need any help, anybody will help. You don't have to have ever worked with them or anything. They are just all so friendly. And the same as in the classes, like everybody's so friendly. No one judges you for what you look like or what you have achieved, what you haven't achieved. And everybody genuinely is cheering you on, which I think, it makes a massive difference, because I know of gyms where people say they don't get that at all. And even though you're a 24-hour gym, you can come in here basically at any time, and there's normally some sort of trainer on the gym floor or around, and,
always
everyone's
a familiar
really,
face.
Exactly. Always a familiar face. And, like I said, you don't have to know them. They just start to recognise that you guys are here, and they'll say hi, or they'll wave, ask how you are, and it's the whole community of that is really nice, and the way they get along with each other as well is really nice because they all get along really well with each other, and I think that makes it nice and welcoming as well.
Yeah, no, that's great. One thing that I am really interested by is that obviously there is still, I guess, people out there who have maybe considered like, should I join a gym? Am I this sort of person that can be a gym person? Where do I start? It's overwhelming. What would be your advice to someone that is, I guess, the decisions in like the question is in their head.
Yeah.
And they're thinking about it, but maybe there's things holding them back.
Yeah.
What would be your advice, having gone through that yourself, that you think would be the best advice for someone that's kind of in that mindset?
The best thing is just start. And you have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain by giving it a go. Yeah. And you can come down, you can ask, they'll give you a tour around, ask if you can do a class, see how it fits for you. And it won't fit for everybody because that's life. Yeah. Not everything fits everyone, but at least you give it a try. Yeah. You don't know what you can achieve if you don't start. Yeah. So, it is daunting. I'm not going to lie. It is daunting. It's daunting coming into the gym, seeing all these people on the gym floor. Yeah. But, be open, say that this is your first time you've come to a gym. This is the first time that I'm doing a class. And everybody will open up their arms and be so welcoming and help you out. You won't be left alone.
Yeah. And one thing I do want to touch on is that the thing I love most about the classes is that you do just show up, like you said. And so all you have to do is show up. Oh, because we take care of the rest.
Especially 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
The last thing you want to be thinking is, where's that way? Oh, what, that machine, someone's on that machine.
What program am I following? How am I supposed to be doing
It's hard enough just calculating how much weight you've put on the bar at 6 o'clock orderly and having to think about, oh, I've got to go there, or how do I do that? It's, all there. Everything's shown to you at the start. They show you the exercises every time, even if you've been doing them for the whole program.
And you get regressions, you get progressions.
Yeah, so exactly.
It's like if you're not at that level yet, they'll give you something that'll build you up.
100%. Yeah, if it's your first time and you can't lift that 15 kilo bar, they will show you how to do it with a 5 kilo dumbbell. Like it's no different. There will always be something they can help you with. And anything like any restrictions you have or any injuries and that, it can all be worked around as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the thing, is like that message of like, you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
Just have to show up, take the first step.
If you're on the gym floor and you hurt yourself or something, you might not know how to change what to change this exercise for this exercise, those sorts of things. Yeah. And then you can quickly lose your motivation. You know, oh, I'm not going to go to the gym because I'm injured. Oh, now I'm not going to go to the gym because of this. But, even when I've had small niggles or whatever, I come in, tell them what I've pulled. Then they're like, okay, we'll just change this up. Don't do this instead. And you're not paying any extra for it. Like if you're doing PT, or PTs are amazing. But if you're doing PT, then you've got that, But this is all inclusive.
Yeah. And the coaches are invested. So
yeah,
that's good. So probably my last question would be that one of our, I guess, statements or our ethos is that raw is a feeling, because there is a lot of gyms out there. People have lots of choice. Like you said, it's like not one thing isn't for everybody.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Different flavors of fitness, and it's really good to go and try things to see, like, you may not love it. You're probably going to love it after. Sometimes you do put yourself through a little bit of a pain period to get to the other side. But you have to find something that is, I guess, enough of interest that you're going to keep going back. And there is a lot of options, right? Yeah. So we like to use the ethos that raw is a feeling. We're trying to create a feeling where we're not just gym equipment. We're not just four walls. We've got people, we've got services, we've got, we try to focus on so many different facets to really, I guess, appeal to as many people and give that sort of feeling. So if you had to describe raw as a feeling, how would you describe it?
Good question. I guess the feeling is Well, I feel empowered when I come here, so that gives empowerment. It's friendly, makes you feel friendly and welcoming.
Yeah.
I guess those are my main things. Like, I think you guys really do achieve that. I don't think it's not a cold four-wall gym where you walk into some of these gym chains, for example, and it's just one person at the front because they're being paid, they need to do some hours to be there, and that's all you get. Like, it's, you feel welcomed and and appreciated as a member as well, which is really nice. Like, you're not just fobbed off as another number.
Yeah.
You know, everyone, welcoming, I guess.
I like that. Awesome. Thank you so much.
No worries.
Thanks for coming in. Thanks for giving us your time. Thanks for telling your story. I think, it's really important to share those stories with people that, like I said, they might be sitting on the fence. They might have that kind of question or that thought in their head every day, and they're kind of battling with, do I give it a go? Do I not?
Yeah.
So I think that your story will inspire other people to maybe just try, give it a go.
Yeah, and like I said, look, literally, you have everything to gain and nothing to lose by giving it a go.
Yeah. And you never thought you'd be a gym person, but here you are.
I know,
Deadlifting more than me.
right?
I love it. It's awesome. Thank you.